Now 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check. Lucky. Five.
Derrick Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Watch the edge. Blue draw Corkers.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
218, chopper. 25, check 25. Hatchet. Check. Fresno.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ready. 942. Hey, defense, let's go. Protein spill. Big rip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Joseph now to kick this one away.
Here we go.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver, Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Four down. Blue 58. 54. Mike. Inside. Rip left.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
I got you. 54 is Mike. Go. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you, son. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. You ain't got nothing.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Tighten up.
Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On second and goal, Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
54 is Mike.
Bravo.
54. Mike spot 4.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ready?
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He finds Humphreys. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
On the set.
Switch. He's coming. Double up.
6-6. Pull it high. 5.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
30 base.
I'm coming. Check 24.
Get it ready.
A first down carry for Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
90 Wolf.
Yeah, baby.
Shoot.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Tannehill now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down.
Check four.
Greystone travel.
They'll run for it with Henry. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Throwing is Rodgers, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
80 weapon.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Get it.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Alert flare, flare, flare. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Protein spill.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Check. Fire.
Here's Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller, because you know it's a heavy conversation right here, because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42.
Hey, exit.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Rodgers again now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And Adams has it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. On 2nd down, it's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now it's Tannehill.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montravius Adams, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Oakland Raiders. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. And not quite sure what just happened there, other than we do know that he spiked the football on 1st down.
Ready. Black, what is that? I got it. Check 3, check 3. Sonic.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20.
I just tried Derrick Henry. I wasn't very good. Try the Cowboys.
The NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England.
Hey.
Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings.
I just lost a game that I tried to play with the Vikings.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway here in London.
Plus,
And
Tannehill's slow. I got a couple
It's out of the
scrambles
back of
with
the
him.
end
But
zone for a touchback.
I got hawked by a freaking big fat lineman, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. The Packers. 10-7.
The first carry now for
And I missed
Dalvin
a field
Cook.
goal.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Fuck
I think
me
that's
up.
the type of run we'll continue to see throughout
man.
this game. The snow
just
coming
can't time
down,
'em.
I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins gives way to Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry,
awesome.
and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
The dude
He
let
was
it,
brought
you
down by
ran
Malik
into him and
Collins.
stopped you, but he
They
didn't
tried
turn
a
and
quick
tackle
hitter
you.
inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Yeah,
Didn't
oof,
happen
that's
on
bad
that play.
call.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins,
I just do whatever
and he's
the
got hook
default
up here.
is.
It's Kyle Rudolph.
I just didn't
And
even
he's going
pick
to
my
have another
jersey.
first down here as the
I guess I should
tackle's
start
made at the
doing that.
Cowboys'
Pick some cool stuff.
44-yard line.
Ready?
A first down throw for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward
That's okay.
defensively, got to
Make
continue
me
to
better.
focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Be ready. Be ready. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike.
Here's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Oof.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable
Vander
3rd
Esch
and
is pretty
7.
good.
On a
like
second and long, it's really nice to see
Vander
an
Esch,
offense that
that
has enough
linebacker,
confidence
the
to run
Cowboys
the football
linebacker.
in that situation. I think
he's
that
pretty
goes
good.
back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backward.
Pull a rabbit out of the hat. Do it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Oh, he's not even on the fucking field. Oops. I tried to.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on.
Leave it. Bring up 48. Hey, yellow. All right, now here we go.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this defense delivers
Kyle
a
Rudolph.
turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So Prescott and the Cowboys
good
now
throw.
with a
He
first
just
and 10.
couldn't hang on to it
at
through the
their own
contact.
13.
How do you
Funky headed.
Yeah, for real. How do you do like go on 2 and stuff? Do you know how to do that?
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
Yeah.
Give the tackle there to
Is there a
Daniil
button to
Hunter.
do that? R1? It used to be R3.
Success. A nice
But it's
inside
not R3
run
anymore.
sets up a very
But that was a
manageable
long
second
time ago.
down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Makes it good.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Switch. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before
Their
he's brought
offensive
down
line
at
is
the
really good.
39-yard
Holy
line.
shit.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I like
All
this.
runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Draw play.
Oh, I fucked it up.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Kill.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears.
Oh.
Bro, dot,
No
dot,
score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
I gotta turn that up. I can't fucking hear it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, I'd be fucking it up.
Here we go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And that one blown up quickly.
That was
As
nice.
he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
40's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he goes down, but not
He's
before
so
getting
slow.
us inside the 25. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings'
It's like 50 years
24-yard
old.
line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 24. Now Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Oh, he's going to go for it all.
Zeke!
And
Oh,
he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
my
They
God.
decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Oh, no, it didn't let me do it. The power. No!
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he
Motherfucking
missed
game!
it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this
Why
was
is
a clear day in
kicking online
September, I'd
so
say this is well
stupid?
within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Oh, man.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go.
Throw me
and the
an
team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On second down, Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Where the fuck is Sean Lee?
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
Gun.
55 is mine, guys. 55.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, there's
so on
Lee.
4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Oh,
On
my
2nd down, Elliott.
fucking
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here.
Wow.
And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Prescott being chased out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Eric Kendricks able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Fuck it.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Complete to Jason Witten. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
So the motherfuckers caught
4th
it.
down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. First down, Prescott.
Oh, my
The
God.
Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
47, 26.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he's going to rifle one deep
Oh,
inside.
catch the fucking
And
ball,
that'll be
Randall.
incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
3rd and long for Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten.
Jason Witten.
And he'll be
So
corralled out
clutch
across
right now.
midfield down to the 45.
Holy
A
shit.
good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
shit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
That was not
As
good.
the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Prescott.
Oh, no.
And he's going to go down again.
Man.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it
Those
with
ends
28
are so
seconds to go
annoying.
in the
They're so
first half of
fucking
play. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun, looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's
You
hands
gotta
were going
be
to try and
fucking
catch the
kidding
ball,
me with this
tips
shit.
it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Now a timeout.
These fuckers.
7 seconds left in the first half.
Oh, my God.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
how did they get that done?
The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter.
Let's go
But in the
LOL.
second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly
take it.
right. Going to make a highlight
Oh, and
film
I
or
get the
two.
ball back.
We'll
Yes.
be watching that one later on today.
As they say here
Sorry,
in London,
Mark,
all to
hello.
play for as we are
Oh,
back
man, he
underway
kicked
in the
the
second
fuck out of
half.
that. Oh.
And that'll carry
That's good.
over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball
The
game.
adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Elliott. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a
He's
Dallas
pushed the
first down.
motherfucker. That was awesome.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Gotta hit these holes.
He's looking
better.
for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
From the 45 on second down. Prescott caught by Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go to Elliott again. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Running with Elliott.
Oh my fucking God!
He does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Got everybody up in there.
They'll try to run
Straight forward!
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, no, easy.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
Dalvin Cook so fast!
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Drop a like, subscribe.
What? What? No way. What?
He pulled it in.
Oh, man. No. Oh my gosh. Poor guy.
The sold is real.
Holy moly. So I'll play against a random person now. Giving him business with the Cowboys. Poor guy. He did not like that. He usually beats me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Wonder why Lee is not starting MLB.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started.
It's got to be like the formations
from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I think he'll play like a 4-3.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, it's got to be this formation.
Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time.
Oh, God, he's so fast.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Here.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
You gotta make him throw.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson forced out to his left. He'll run it.
Shit. Yeah, definitely got to make him throw.
Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened.
That's
do you adjust something?
LOL.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Yeah.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Got to keep defenders in the flats.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
He won't be able to run out there as easy.
Jackson steps away. Now he'll pull it down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He'll fumble eventually if he keeps doing that shit. That's a ballsy move.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Jackson.
This is his
And that
only
is
play
incomplete. Those passes out that far wide
right?
always
That's
make you hold your
he's
breath
doing,
a little
just
bit.
run
Felt
with
like
them
it was
on,
in the
run
air
with
for a
them on.
while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance,
I
and
bet
have
he
a
runs
chance
with
to
Lamar
affect the
here.
pass.
Watch that in, tight end's right.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Oh, he's running out of gas.
And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
He slowed down so
and
much.
How about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it,
God.
anybody who
That was
watches a
amazing.
game, even if it goes against
He
your team,
was tired after
when there's a
running
big
those
man
40
with the
yards. He's
football,
like, God damn.
everyone
All
locks
eyes,
in.
all eyes.
Everyone locks in,
Ha,
and the
ha, ha, that's
rumbling,
great.
you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Big boy got a little winded.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the
I am
offensive
liking the
linemen,
Cowboys.
maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little
Their
bit of
line,
athleticism
their
and a
offensive
whole lot
line
of
is
toughness. You've got a lot to
nice.
deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone.
That's
And in
my team.
hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Oh, you like the Cowboys? Well, they're looking like they're going to be my Madden team for a while. They are nice.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every
you
part
better
of what
run
was
out of bounds,
frustrating.
boy.
Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and this one incomplete.
Don't
Too
like
much
they got
contact
rid
to
of
hold on to that
Cobb.
one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked
Oh,
like
they
he
got
had his
rid of
hands on
Randall
it for a
Cobb?
moment, but let's face it,
He's
that
a
was going to
shifty
be a tough
little
catch
guy.
all the way because of the
He's got
presence
some
of the
moves, for
defense
sure.
right there
Pretty
as he was
fast.
trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job.
He was
to
nice
force
back
the
when he was on
incompletion.
Green Bay. He
Now
was
they
really
face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
This
8
dude's
yards
wild.
that time, able to take off,
Running
and the
this
result
much
is a
with
first
freaking
down.
Jackson.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson
He took
on the move to
pressure
his
off Cooper.
left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the
my
other side of
gosh,
midfield
he's
before
fast.
going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Jackson rolling to his left. And he's got Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's
The same big fat motherfucker picked it up! Oh, this dude's so
After one,
stupid.
7-0 on EA Sports.
Oh, now he's experiencing network issues, huh? I'm sure.
Ready for the second quarter, and
Oh,
it's our
man.
visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Connection has been lost. Oh my god. Oh wow. That was ridiculous. Well, shit. Guess
He
I'll try.
tried dancing.
He, oof, that was bad. Guess I'll play one more. Fuck. Can't get anybody to play a whole game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T
my
Stadium
gosh.
in
Oh,
Arlington.
this poor
A
guy,
moment
I'm about
ago,
to
here
quit the
was the
game on
scene
him.
with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was
Good
loud.
luck,
It's
Tom.
still
I am
loud.
now
We're
loud.
ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson
guy's
Wentz
gonna
and the
be sad.
Philadelphia Eagles.
So I'm about to quit the game after this play. Spark wants to play again. He said, don't pick white jerseys this time since we're playing in the snow. I said, okay. What is this guy doing?
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Poor guy. I
Has
guess he gets,
prepared now.
he gets a win out of it, I guess. Okay, is he gonna invite me? Or am I gonna invite him? Oh, Oh, okay. He wants me to invite. Okay. Oh. You can't put snow in Miami? That's bullshit. Why is there no heavy snow option? Alright, don't be white. So you're gonna be white, I'm turning off the snow. Oh, random. I'll just put it on random. Whatever we get is what we get. Come on, heavy snow. Hopefully you can only get it in random. That'd be cool. Khalil Mack.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Gotta love the kicking.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
This is Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On second down now, it's Elliott, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Prescott now. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, man.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First
Bad
quarter,
throw.
first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On play action, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, can.
Mike, 55.
Hey, orbit.
55. Stay with you.
Throwing, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Fucking Thielen.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Him.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Yeah.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color.
God damn it! Baby bite on it.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Oh!
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Oh,
he's got
my
God.
God.
From
What
this
do I
point
do?
forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make
I
the
gotta
proper
throw the
throws.
ball to
I've seen guys in this
Cooper.
league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gun.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina.
Damn.
4 yards on the pickup,
Don't
good
fuck with
enough to
Robert
extend
Quinn.
the drive. Now Cook running right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. We're scoreless after 1.
All right.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Check. Sponge.
Gun.
No. Mike.
Two.
Check 55, Mike.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty. Hey, foxtrot. Check Mike. Watch 55.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to
solid.
about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Fucking Linval
Well, you don't
Joseph.
usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Here we go, 47. Mike 40, Mike 40. Come on, D. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, and didn't even try to fucking catch it.
Intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Jahan, 180. 55. Gun.
Mike 5-5.
Gun.
Mike 5-5. You rush.
Following the interception, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins to throw it. It's complete to Diggs.
Oh, my God. This motherfucker.
And he will score.
How do you just let him blow by you?
Vikings.
Fucking idiot.
Stephon Diggs
Oh, my gosh.
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And his pass is
What the
intercepted.
fuck? Like, why
Today.
don't they jump in front of
Xavier
him?
Rhodes with a
Motherfucker.
pick. And his guys
Supposed to
will
be an
take
aggressive
over
catch.
at their own 44-yard
Jump in front of the
line.
motherfucker. Damn it.
Here are the Vikings
Oh.
now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here
Still
that
good.
could
Still
really
good.
put them in
Still
command
good.
before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling
Oh,
right
man.
now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a great return is
great job, Byron Jones.
40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident
All
throw
right.
either. This one was kind
man.
of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Can't run the ball to save my life right now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Check. He's coming. I got you.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
God damn it!
He goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Stupid.
The Vikings get a signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
What the fuck is this? No way.
Here we go. 480. Squeeze. There we go. Going to 53. Big dash. Come. Hop up.
Throwing. Prescott. Rolling to his right. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open.
And now here is another
Why? Why does it let him get under
Picked off
every
by Harrison
time?
Smith. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. To throw is Cousins. Going deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
What is happening?
Xavier Woods with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground.
Oh, my God. If he just had
He'll be
jukebox,
taken down
man.
after a short pickup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now.
That slow juke is
As the
rough.
clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long for Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Come back to the fucking ball.
Another interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Intended that time for Cooper.
Why? Why is that the catch he went for?
Here are the Vikings now to
I
start
fucking
their next
switched to.
drive.
I moved towards the ball and I pressed
strike
triangle.
and
That's
then they
what
can
they
head to
did.
the locker room with a lead.
Rough.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Listen to me.
Final play of the half. Cousins.
Oh, my
Diggs
fuck.
has it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard
I got there
line.
too early.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Gun.
Here we go again. Here we go again. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Right here, right here.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 74 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever
I had
red zone?
an athletic
I wonder what the
person
next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They try again with Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it.
Oh, I guess the wrong way.
Take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
That was a double audible.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them 15 there. The Cowboys have a first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 22, Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun.
Oh my God, stupid fucking zone defense.
Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Mike, 180.
55.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Jahan, 180.
55.
Check right, check right.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike's 5-4.
Hey, Charlie.
Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
We're having a little
He'll get
dance.
15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins, his throw caught right around the 6.
Wow.
And able to get him down, but he
Couldn't keep
does
up
reach
with
the
it.
5.
Oh, man.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
What a great sound.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
It's all right. Come back.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Oh, motherfucker! They finally let me jump in front. They fucking misses
once
it.
they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
Gosh.
that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here we go, 46.
Mike 40, check, he's coming.
Don't get nervous.
Watch twist.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah.
Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Gun.
What do you want? What do you want?
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. On 1st down, it's Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The Vikings on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it. Slam.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Cousins.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep him out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. Take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Oh, my God.
A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
54 is Mike. 54 is...
Hey, Alpha.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's set a tone.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit.
Oh, my gosh.
But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's complete to Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
There we go. Go right in. Then we're going to 53.
What a fool.
26.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Get out there.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
Hey, we're going Mike 40. Mike 40.
26.
Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Under.
Mike 40. Mike 40.
Get him. Hey, 47.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
40's the Mike.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, kill.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Mike 40.
26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I got you, punk. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Too little, cupcake. Check.
47. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike. Hey, come on, now.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott yet again. And this is caught inside the 5. 36 yards on the play. They'll throw again. Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
What in the fuck? Is there like a million-mile-an-hour wind?
It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Holy shit, there is some wind.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Against Mark, that's
so
fine.
the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Now I know.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
We're bogus. Some of them are bad throws. Some of them are a little silly. They didn't even let me have a chance to catch it when I clearly had a chance to catch it. Psh, unreal. Oh well. Still think the Cowboys will probably be in my squad because they're pretty nice for real. But that's gonna be it. Love you. Bye.